So if you're curious to find out the key to authentic power that's not fake and hollow, then keep watching because this video is for you. Hi, I'm Brittany Rochelle. I'm an anger alchemist teaching you to alchemize rage to live a magnificently melanated life. So if you're interested in learning the key to have authentic power that's not super hollow and fake feeling, then keep watching because I'm going to share this with you. I've learned this in my own life and my own journey of wanting to really expand in joy and radiance and in gratitude. And I will say I have never faked an orgasm before in my entire life, but I have been faking gratitude. And here's how I learned to stop doing that. So often we hear in personal development work and books, the power of gratitude, the power of being in these high vibe emotions of like joy and bliss. And gratitude is always like the number one on the list, and being content and being peaceful and all the things. And it's so often, I know I've seen this in my own life and in working with my clients, of kind of forcing ourselves or having like fake optimism. For example, if something doesn't work out, it's so easy to quickly just jump right into the, well, you know, rejection is protection, and this is just setting you up for your best thing, and you can just use all of this as fuel to go for your goals, and, you know, stay in gratitude and don't get discouraged, and all of these things that often can feel very forced and untrue. Because if you honestly are incredibly disappointed, grieving, and frustrated, and then you try to like put fake gratitude on top of that and believe that this is just setting you up for your next big win, it can be really, really hollow. And as an empowerment coach, I love working with getting people to understand their own power and magnificence. And the authentic key that I've found to truly have people spend more and more of their time in an empowered state and a state of true gratitude is to actually, it's counterintuitive, but to embrace the opposite of that. When we think about living in a dualistic, although I do believe we're all like non-dual and everything is in a manifestation of God, consciousness, but in the dualistic world, we kind of think of things being good and positive and high vibe. And then we think about the low vibe. So the resentment, the bitterness, the anger, these kind of things are normally not seen as good as the gratitude. But in my experiences, we need these repressed feelings, or these sometimes which can be called shadow feelings, to actually make our gratitude whole. Only when we allow ourselves to feel our rage, to feel our own deep disappointment, to feel our own despair and our own hopelessness, that we can truly begin to really authentically inhabit hopefulness and gratitude and true contentment and peace, because we've known what the other side is. And in my own life and in working with clients, allowing the space to grieve, allowing the space to be upset, to have a temper tantrum, to be ungrateful is really key to actually allow yourself to really authentically have gratitude and no longer fake gratitude. And yet we don't want to spend our entire lives walking around in a state of being ungrateful or being resentful and bitter. And so it's so important to learn how to work with these repressed emotions in a very intentional, conscious way, so we don't get dragged down into the victim story or into the I hate everything in life story and live our lives from that place. So I'd love to share with you a really great somatic process that I've personally used myself. And of course, as a somatic coach, I'm going to be guiding you through your body. You definitely don't have to do this with all the postures if that's not comfortable for you. But if you want to get into your body, then try it on. I invite you to do a really quick process. I love doing short processes. The one I'm guiding you through is 3 minutes, but you can of course make this longer if you have more time or if you really get into this and love this process. So it starts off with the positive, with the high vibe, with what you're desiring to call in. And for myself, thinking about confidence, thinking about power, thinking about gratitude, I always try to stay with my posture as erect as possible. So even making your head a little bit longer, trying to, I don't know, balance a book on your head or whatever, and really breathing in from this very positive, empowered, straight, great posture state, thinking about your positivity, your affirmations, all of these, the crystals here, whatever you want to do. And then for the next minute, I invite you to have horrible posture, to slump, to slosh down, to have your head hanging low, and to really let yourself inhabit your doubt, your resentment, your deep feeling of I'm owed this and I didn't get this, your own victim story, your own feelings of being fundamentally ungrateful for what you have and believing that you deserve more. So letting your body really take on the posture of I'm upset, I'm grieving, I'm disappointed, I'm resentful, really embodying that as much as you can allow yourself to within this 1 minute or however long you're doing it. And then with the next minute, I invite you to step back into the positive posture, into one of gratitude and confidence and empowerment and genuine love and fulfillment. And I invite you to kind of pendulate between those two states. And I find that when we go from one extreme to the other and then back again, it kind of allows us to have this whole kind of mini hero's journey of going all throughout the spectrum and then coming back. And over time, allowing yourself to really inhabit those emotions or those sensations that, we don't hear about as being super positive in the personal development, self-help world. It actually allows us to be able to really authentically be in gratitude and be in hope and faith states, because we know what being in complete doubt and feeling completely hopeless and lost is like, and then consciously choosing the way that we want to feel. But it starts with no longer repressing the way that we actually feel in that moment. So I hope that this tip and this process is helpful for you. It literally can take as much as 3 minutes. So try it on. I would love to hear what you think. And if you'd like to get even more tips and tools, I invite you to check out my completely free ebook, which is called Melanin, A Reclamation, where I share more about my own story and I give processes and different somatic exercises and tools that you can do that are rooted in a melanated experience. And you can also check out more of my videos as well. Thank you so much for watching. Go out there and have authentic gratitude. Don't fake your gratitude anymore and use this process. And I'll see you back here in my next video.